What's going on, everybody? Joe at the Big Sky Model Workshop, back again for another Sunday Cars and Coffee. Definitely not Sunday morning, it is evening time. We've got way too much coffee in our system, however, but we've got finished plastic, and that's the important part. So, the AMC Livecast, who Paul and myself are a part of, along with Jason at KRD and Bruce at Bruce's Eclectic-World, hosted a 72-hour Thanksgiving group build. Went from 8 p.m. Eastern Thanksgiving to 8 p.m. Eastern this evening, which is about a half an hour ago. And we managed to get a build done. I had some updates throughout the weekend there. I had some shorts and pictures. We actually got it done. And so I will turn it around here in a second and let you guys see what we did. In the meantime, though, I would like to thank each and every one of you who participated, whether you were building along with us, building on your own, jumped in on the lives, were in on video, in on the chat, stopped by and just gave us a like. Everything you guys did, the support was phenomenal. I would say that this was definitely a success. It was a great time. It was fun. I got to hang out with you guys Thursday night and again last night and today. Wished I could have been on Friday some too, but big shout out to Bruce over at Bruce's Eclectic-World. Bruce manned the lives and kept things rocking all weekend long. Did an amazing job. It was so much fun. It was so cool to see so many new faces in the chat and building. A lot of people that we don't normally see. Hope that you guys will come back and hang out with us on Thursdays at 8 p.m. on the Automotive Model Cars Livecast, who of course will be tagged in the description of the video. So without further ado, let me turn this rascal around and show you what we came up with. Hang on. So what we have here, this is Revell's 1930 Ford Model A Coupe. It is a very nice little kit. It goes together fairly well, and it presents really nicely. Really nice, well-engineered kit for the most part. Pretty happy with that. So custom touches here outside of the box. The wheels I turned into chrome reverses, and what I did is I had some center caps, some spider type center caps from Iceman Collections that I glued to the kit wheels, and then I painted those in Fusion Firm Chrome. The white walls are just the kit decals, which go really well. I did have a little bit of a battle. Painting these in Fusion Firm, I probably should have rattled them in like Revell Chrome because it's a little more durable. So I did have some battles marring up the chrome and the white wall decals, putting those together. So be mindful of that if that's something you're going to attempt to do. Otherwise, not much else exterior-wise here. To me, a pure white on the firewall, the roof panel, and the interior. I did that over gray primer, so that's how you can see that tuck and roll effect. And the upholstery, it kind of shows up really well that way. Paint is Testors Extreme Lacquer Purplicious, and that is laid over black primer. And then I topped that with some 2K clear. The frame, the engine block, and the rear axle are also painted purple. I clear coated the rear axle as well. Just to be kind of cute here. So engine is the kit engine. I went with the carbureted option versus the injectors. I just wanted a little extra color to break things up. Otherwise, it was just a whole lot of purple and chrome and white, but that was kind of what I wanted for a look there. Front suspension on this, let me get this to focus. Oh, come on, there you go. Front suspension on this is a little fiddly. Those radius rods are going to give you a fight. This drum, I could not get this to sit. I ended up having to kind of trim the wheel pins for the front, trim them back a little bit to get everything to fit right. And this still isn't quite where I want it, but I just needed to get it glued up. Like I said, this was a 72-hour build. So we started, with the exception of doing the wheels ahead of time and pinning the taillights ahead of time. I didn't do anything else to this kit until after Thanksgiving dinner was completed on Thursday. And so I was from Thursday night to just about a half an hour to an hour ago that I completed this. Use the kit radiator here, just a little black wash in the grill, black wash on the valve covers, and all that stuff just for contrast. But otherwise, yeah, these, the front end, like I said, will fight you a little bit. But if you just kind of take a breath, it'll be all right. Steering wheel and the shift knob, you can't really see. I painted purple to match the body. Otherwise, they're kind of over the chrome, so they look pretty good. Stance is pretty nice. Underneath, the floor pan is white also to kind of help bring contrast to those chrome suspension parts. The exhaust is just the pipes that go underneath to the exhaust system I chromed, and then underneath I just left them aluminum because you probably wouldn't see them. This is kind of like a combination show rod, but budget rod for the time. On the back here, this is my other little custom touch. Out of AMT's 63 Nova kit, I grabbed the 58 Chevy style taillights. At least I think that's the kit they came out of because it came out of my parts box. But after seeing a picture in a Hot Rods Illustrated magazine, I knew I wanted to add that touch. Plate came, I believe, from Best Model Car Parts off of eBay. This is a 1964 Montana license plate. Kind of fits that era, I think. This is about right for that era. And then underneath, I don't know, yep, you can see it right there in the mirror reflection. Got the little pinstripe on the rear axle housing there. Just a neat little custom touch. So kind of a budget rod, just like somebody had been saving their pennies and wanted to build a cool hot rod and happened to know somebody that could chrome a lot of parts probably and get everything looking good there. I wish I could get this thing to focus a little better for you guys. There it goes. That's what happens when you record with your phone, I guess. But there it is, guys. There is my 72-hour group build entry. It is complete. The fusion firm is still a little soft. There's probably some more soft glue somewhere. So we're going to let this thing sit a couple days before it moves to the display shelf. But it was a lot of fun. I will do another one of these down the road, probably build a rat rod version. You know, like I said, they got a couple little fiddly things, but they're really not a bad kit. They go together pretty decent. They have a ton of detail. You have a ton of options. There's 2 steering wheels, 3 different sets of headlights, 3 different grille options. You have options to do the wheels with hubcaps, with trim rings, with none or with all. You can do this channeled over the frame. You can do this one as a highboy like we chose to do here. You've got fuel injectors to go instead of the carburetors. There is a lot of options with this kit, which makes it a lot of fun. You could build pretty well to your heart's content what you wanted to do. But the vision I had turned out about right. I was thinking purple and white would be a neat color combo. I thought it turned out pretty good. I'm really happy with it. And I had a lot of fun, and that's the important part. So there you go, guys. That is my build. I hope you guys like it. Thank you to everybody, again, who jumped in during the weekend, whether you were in the chat or building and on video with us, hanging out. It was a great time. I would say it was a success. Extra big shout out to Bruce over at Bruce's Eclectic-World for keeping the thing rolling. I wasn't on near as much as I hoped to be, and I apologize for that, but it was nice to be up there. So many awesome new faces in the chat and on video. Hope we see you guys in future episodes of the AMC Livecast on Thursday nights. Those of you who didn't get done building, don't sweat it. Just keep building. This was all about having fun. I just wanted to see if I could put one together in 72 hours, and I did okay. Definitely will take my time a little more the next time I do one of these. So in the meantime, I'm going to get out of your hair on this Sunday. Thank you, Paul, for hosting Sunday Model Cars and Coffee. Thank all of you who have stopped by and watched, commented, liked, shared, subscribed, everything you do. Hope you had a great holiday weekend and be safe on your way back to the grind on Monday morning. Till the next one, God bless you, and we'll catch you later.